Few things only a child needs here. Child doesn't need the whole world. You don't buy a child expensive gift. छोटा सा एक toy लेके दो, child is very happy because their world is so small, no? So innocent that world is. I'm actually seeing the world afresh through my grandson's eyes. Uska perspective, uska way of looking at things, it's refreshing for me. After so many years, I've seen that and done that and all, no, that just now I'm, seeing through his eyes. The world is beautiful. We have beauty around us. Many people missing that. That is not to that garbage pada hai, idhar ye aadmi aisa kar raha hai, that is that man is doing like that. Are that beyond that, there is so much good in this world. There is good in humanity. You have people who are good, innately good. Just that your luck, you have not met them. There are people who are good, kind, compassionate, generous. The world cannot be surviving if these good human beings are not there. So there is hope. I have faith. I have hope in mankind. Kuch nahi. Too much if you do, the world, Mother Earth will just do one chatak like that means after that balance will be restored. All she has to do is sneeze or burp or whatever it is. People will come to their senses. They don't understand that. You are not omnipresent or omni, whatever.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, thank you for sharing, dear. Dear ma'am, I really love the way you want to focus on children having a beautiful life. They should enjoy their childhood. They shouldn't take any childhood traumas into adulthood and suffer there. And all the abusers out there to the little kids, stay away from the little kids. If you want to abuse them, if you want to respect and love the child, keep them close to you. Dear ma'am, we'd love to know your favorite color.
Yellow.
And maybe know why.
I first reached for yellow. That's my favorite color. My wardrobe, there was a time in it, everything was yellow. All shades of yellow were there in my wardrobe. Okay. Then afterwards, I realized, God has created so many colors. Why am I stuck with one? And my husband likes me to buy black. I told him, no, I will buy black, but I want all colors. Now I have shades of different colors. I have all colors. And I love wearing all kinds of colors, and today I was wearing black and black with a purple socks. I realized I thought, what the hell? Who's going to say anything? It's my spare. It's on my feet. Purple socks. It doesn't matter. That's also a color. Chalega karke. It's like that, So I like all colors, but even a core, if you go, it is yellow. Sunshine, sunflower and sun and bright and spring. It gives all that good kind of feeling vibes. So I like the color yellow.
Yes, dear. As a student, which was your favorite subject? And why did you love the favorite subject of yours?
I loved history because of all the stories. I love reading. I read a lot of fiction books. So I loved stories. History, I love. Geography was the least interesting subject for me, and I used to just get pass mark in that. I used to make sure I would get 33.5 up. That time that was a mark, 35 or something. I would just get that. And my teacher used to be so furious with me because I'm a topper in the class. I would make up for this loss in the other subjects and I would top. So she used to say, what is your problem, Rajani? Why you can't? I said, I don't like that subject, longitude, latitude. I somewhat don't like history. Civics, anything you give me, I will. I had a way of learning and producing, but I don't know why even now I'm not very fond of geography. Math was a little tough for me till I could understand the concept. Then I would get it, right? English, of course, happy. Language is there, good. I'm able to do quite good in that language. Hindi, fine. Then in our, I don't know if it is there where you are, third language we had to take. So it used to be in because I'm in Chennai. I learned Tamil. At least I can read. I don't write, but I can read the Tamil. Whatever. So that is thanks to that, the third language that I learned in school.
Yes.
So being in Chennai, I can speak Tamil quite well, right? I know Hindi, I know English, and because my roots are from Kerala, I know Malayalam also. My husband is from Bangalore, so I know Kannada too. It's kind of only South Indian language I'm not very sure of is Telugu from Hyderabad till, Andhra Pradesh. I understand only a few words from there.
Yes, dear. As you've been sharing all the languages that you are conversant in or you understand a bit, would you oblige to sing a song for us in any one of these languages?
Are, I'm not a
Please,
singer.
please. Choti si gana.
Uh, okay, this has been my favorite because it gives me such a nice feeling as a woman, as a romantic, as a lover, right? Mm. बाहों में ले लूं ऐसी तमन्ना एक नहीं कई बार हुई रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई. That one line, बाहों में ले लूं. The male is telling, ऐसी तमन्ना एक नहीं कई बार हुई. That's super.
Yes, dear.
That song I like a lot. I keep humming that. And of course from Devanand, that song, अभी न जाओ छोड़ कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं. That's also a great song.
Ah, thank you. You have a lovely voice too, and you've
Mhm.
selected beautiful songs. Yes, which has meaning and a deep connection. When you sing that song, you really.
Romantic at heart. I love romance, love, adult love, in the sense, where they respect each other and they reach out for each other in times of, supposing the wife or the husband is confused, lost or something, the spouse comes to the help. Those kind of scenes when I see, it really touches my heart because that connect is there. So man and woman is meant to connect with each other. That's how the world goes round.
Yes, ma'am. Dear ma'am, would you like to share with us a nice quotation or a proverb? The one that you are that's close to your heart.
I told you, in the Tamil proverb, Sivarenda Chitram Ezhudha Mudiyum, which means there's a canvas, then you can paint on it, right? And why paint single color? I tell people, why do you want to paint single coloring on that canvas? Multitude of colors. Fill it according to whatever you want. There's a lot of colors. Shades of each color also is there, So fill it with colors. It's your canvas. It's your life. Try and make it as colorful as you can. You can even use black, I tell them, because that's also needed. Certain amount of weaknesses we have, right? So that also can be reflected there, but let that not be the prominent part. Let reds and blues and yellows and pinks.
Yes.
Yes.
Dear ma'am, your proudest accomplishment till date. You've been accomplishing different things. Till date, what do you feel proud about?
I've not really accomplished. But the common thread, most of my clients or supervisors says they enjoyed the time spent with me. So somewhere I've connected with them and I've made them feel human and not judged. So I think that one thing, of I've had people come to me saying I went for supervision to that supervisor, but I did not enjoy. So that kind of puts me in a spot, like whether what this person is looking for. But at the end of the session, I asked her, I hope you got what you wanted, and I hope your experience here was. When she said, ma'am, I'm coming back to you. That was the big compliment. So the way I'm able to put people at ease, whether they are my clients or supervisors, even otherwise, neighbors, friends, colleagues, I just talked today. Stranger, I went for my usual checkup to doctor. And one lady walked in, she could not walk properly. So I went there and asked, can I help you? And I was holding her hand and just asking her what happened and all. So she was in pain and she was explaining the pain to me. So I was asking her what could be the cause, this, that, and all. Then when she came out and her husband said, you sit here, I'll get the car. So I told her, okay, take care. It's my turn, I'm going in. So that time she said, thank you so much. And I don't know her. She doesn't know me. Thank you so much for listening, for, being there for comfort wise. So it just popped from my mind. I just gave my name and I said, I'm a psychologist. Ma'am, I want a number. So once I gave my number, she gave me a missed call and then I found she's on WhatsApp. So I just asked her, hope the doctor was able to help you and how you're feeling. She's saying, yes, she's given me some painkillers. We have to figure out the cause for this pain. And then she said, thank you so much for checking on me. So I feel, if I can, why not? I can be of help or support to someone within my means, okay? People expect donation of 10,000 rupees and 1 lakh and all, wo to nahi hoga mujhse. Physically, I can do. There is this group, very, very well connected group who really do a lot of work in this thing, volunteer work with, of course, the needy. So I have told that person I cannot donate financially, but I can donate physically. No, you organize talks for children or for young adults, girls. I can take a class for them, skills classes, menstrual hygiene. It is very important. Not many of the young girls, especially from lower strata, they don't understand their bodies and they don't understand how important is menstrual hygiene. So I've told them this, anytime you want me to address, this is the way I can offer my service. Free. Right, volunteer. This is the way I can volunteer. So wherever I can, I use because I believe when knowledge is shared, the knowledge grows. You keep it with you, it's of no use. Which is the richest place for knowledge on this earth?
Is it the graveyard?
Yes, the graveyard. People have taken all their knowledge and gone, kiske liye? Waste, na? Whatever you learn, share. Whatever you learn, share. Then you learn more.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear ma'am. We really love you for who you are, ma'am, for sharing all of that with us till now. What about pets, dear? Do you love pets?
At a distance, like my daughter had a dog, so I would go to her house and pet the dog. And I have taken care of him, like brought him home. And when they went on vacation, I moved into her house to take care of the dog. The dog needs, bahar jane ka hai, usko kaam karne ka hai, and all that stuff. All that was, I was very, very scared of dogs. I used to always, the dog is on that side of the street, I would cross the street. Because I don't know, they have this fangs, those teeth, they sink their teeth in me. And they can grab enough of me. There's a lot of me. So I had a healthy respect for all that. But when this pup came, tiny pup came, so from the pup stage, I'm used to him. So there was no fear. There was still 10% was there, but I was comfortable with him and I took care of him. And when he passed away, I felt sad. It's like one soul that is gone, but then the soul had to go. So yes, I love pets to that extent. I have not kept any pets.
I could relate to this, see the dog and then cross the road, because even I am scared of dogs.
Yeah. A cow comes, buffalo comes, I cross the road because I respect them. Aap apna jagah jao, I'll find my way.
Seriously.
Let's not crash into each other.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, if the Almighty or the universe were to offer you a superpower, what superpower would you select? And you were given the choice to select the superpower.
You have this Harry Potter invincibility cloak. I would love to get my hands on that cloak and go around and check all those who are abusing kids, and teach them a lesson. That's a superpower, whatever it is. Cannot lay my hands on it, but if given an opportunity, I would like to actually punish, because we talk about no punishment. You need to be, disciplining people and all, but I feel such people need to be punished. There's no two ways about it. They need to be punished. So if I had some power to punish them, I wouldn't hesitate in using it. Because I just cannot accept children being abused. Adults can somehow take care of themselves, even if they get emotionally broken, they can still talk about it and they can, reach out for help. Children, they don't know who to talk to, they don't know where to go, and when it really breaks my heart to see. That's one thing I can never accept in this humanity, because I know there is a group there who do this, and yeah, it takes all to make the world go on, but I definitely wouldn't miss them if they were thrown off the face of earth. Earth would be much more safer for my children.
Yes, dear.
All cuties, all children.
Yes, dear. In fact, ma'am, I would really love that you would reach out to all the parents I mean, in schools, instead of counseling the students, first we have to counsel the parents. The school management should give a chance for all the parents to come and sit down in a hall and you take a lecture and make them understand. Because many of the parents, खाना दिए, कपड़ा दे दिए, बैग स्कूल बैग दिए, हो गया काम. एक मोबाइल दे दिए, खत्म हो गया. लेकिन इससे ज्यादा emotional connect,
True.
the impact on the mental health, all of that should be taken care of.
And then when the children come up with certain habits in their teenage, that time they say, oh no, what happened? It must be because of Buri Sangat. I mean, आप लोग क्या कर रहे थे? Don't you know who your child's friends are? Don't you keep an eye on them, right? Can't blame the child or the society. Look inside and see where you are wanting. Even then, it is not too late. You can still change. You can still learn the skills of being a responsible parent, because a parent has to be firm but kind. Firmness is required. No parent can be a true friend of the child. Then, there are no boundaries and there is no respect and this thing happening. The parent can be friendly. A counselor can be friendly, but never a friend. हमेशा एक boundary है. Otherwise, that is not respected, and that the objectivity is lost. Everything becomes subjective. Yeah, you are a friend, so you can say anything you want to a friend, right? So that is what parents need to understand, that there is something called responsible parenting, where age specific, misbehavior specific penalty has to be imposed. So they face the consequences. They know ये करने से ये होगा. And it has to be age specific and the misbehavior specific. A 5-year-old child breaks a vase, you don't tell the kid to get out of the house. That is so inappropriate. So 5-year-old kid broke a vase. How will you teach a consequence? First and foremost, ensure she's safe. Why keep it in a place where the kids are curious? So how do you make a home child-proof kind of, So there's so much thing that goes into it. And actually speaking, nobody can hold your hand and walk you through every step also. Something that comes innately. You just have to tap them.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, would you like to empower us and create an awareness on this platform about red flags for all of us? This is a red flag in your life. Stay safe. Because many of us are innocent. We don't know that this is a red flag. And we have found several brothers and sisters, youngsters, in this trap of being abused and not knowing that this is a red flag and it is not safe for them to be in that zone, market, school, college, workspace, home, etc.
Yes. So when it comes to abuse, I said those 9 places, 9 areas of intimacy, verbal, physical, emotional. Those same 9 can also be abuse. There's verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, where your feelings are trashed, mental abuse, where your opinions not taken, not important, get out, okay? Financial abuse, when your money is taken and spent and you have no way of handling it. Social abuse, things are dictated to who can be your friends, who you can talk to, where you can go, right? Then, which is the other one I spoke about, emotional, mental, verbal, physical, sexual, and then of course spiritual abuse, your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, and then your moral abuse. All these 9 areas of intimacy where you build work in progress can also become 9 areas of abuse. So they need to understand that, I think there's a quotation from Gandhi who says, my head is not a place for you to walk in with your dirty feet. Mahatma Gandhi has said that. My mind is not a place for you to walk in with your dirty feet. So what is my boundary? First and foremost, what is my boundary? I need to be aware of that, right? I need to have boundaries of what will cross my mouth. Will it be junk food? Will it be health food? Will it be drugs? Will it be cigarette? Will it be alcohol? What crosses my mouth? So physical boundary, you set. Psychological boundary, you set. Who can mess with me? If I allow it, anybody and everybody will mess around. So very first instance of abuse, if you feel uncomfortable, you say no and walk away. No, I said it because one young man was telling me, I don't want her talking to other boys. I asked him why. Ma'am, men cannot be trusted. I said, you belong to the same gender. So can we say you also cannot be trusted? How can you say you alone can be trusted, others cannot? General, don't give that. I said, men cannot be trusted. Men look at women in a different way. What about you? I asked. Do you look at other women differently or your person differently? So I said, don't come with all that. Right. So understanding your boundaries. First, you have to understand that your physical boundaries, psychological boundaries, very, very important. And understand that you have a right to be happy. You have a right to be respected. You have a right to be free, but with license. Okay. My freedom is I can drive a car, but it has to be in a responsible way. I pay the EMIs, I follow the traffic rules. Right. So boundaries, understanding boundaries. If you're not clear, talk to somebody. Because every woman or every man for that instant, for that point, their instinct will tell that there is something, some somebody is insulting you and laughing. You may also laugh, but something, knows that, कि ये ठीक है क्या? I mean, okay, once you said it, fine. But when it happens, the very fact that instinct is raising its head is a red flag for you. You need to clarify it more. If that person is not willing to learn, not worth it. There's so many other people whom you can invite in your life. Why have these losers there? These are some of the red flags they need to understand, especially in relationship. That abuse is a no. Absolutely non-negotiable. Abuse of any kind. Just, it cannot even figure in your conversation. Nothing. It's a non-negotiable item. So that's very important, I feel.
Yes, dear. I really
And another red flag would be when you see your friend struggling with something, some kind of stress, you are not able to help. You can be a great listener, listen to the person, let that person vent, but beyond that, you cannot be. Guide the person to someone who can help, maybe a professional, or maybe a mentor, or maybe some family member. Guide that person to talk it out to that person, to that professional who will be able to help. So when you also see some of your friends or family members struggling with something, some kind of a stress, if they're not able to handle that, they're crying and they lost interest in how they dress. They used to dress well, they stopped grooming, right? Their things are very disorganized. And they themselves are, hair is not done properly, things like that are happening. So when you notice these changes, talk to the person. What's happening in your life? There is stress happening. What do you want me to? I'm willing to listen. Spend time, right? Encourage, after that, encourage the person. I can see you're struggling. I'm not able to help more than this. I would really be happy if you could just seek some help. Talk to somebody else about it. I want you to improve the quality of your life. When you are able to talk and get a better perspective or some roadmap to go forward, that improves the quality of life. These are also red flags for the mental health and physical health aspect. Psychological is the abuse part of it. You don't have to accept. You have a right to your happiness. It does not have to depend on that guy or that girl. No, it's not only guys who abuse, women also abuse. Why should boys have all the fun, right? Girls can also.
Yes, dear. Very true, ma'am. And thank you so much for explaining all of that with lots of, you've taken the pain to explain everything very clearly. As the abuse is a big no of any kind.
Yes.
That's really nice. Dear ma'am, if you had a time machine in your hand and at the click of a button, you would go into the past and there you would have to relive somebody's life and come back. That is a task. And whose life you would love to relive if that was the case?
See, I wouldn't want to relive anybody's life because every life before me, I feel whatever I have read of certain personalities and all, their lives have not been easy. So I wouldn't want to go through. Like I told you, I'm a very lazy person and I don't like physical hurts, right? When as a child, I was to ensure I don't get into any beatings,
Yes.
punishment. If I have the opportunity to go back to meet several people, yes, I would love to have a chat with Rani Jhansi. Yeah, she's great. Then I would love to have spent some time with Mohammed Rafi. I love his songs. Spend some time with him, listen to him. Actually, when he talks, his voice is little like there's an actor there. Sounds very nasal voice, but when he sings, no, it's amazing, his voice is. Then I would like to meet people, Mother Teresa. These are all, like what I said, no, they are the inspiration. How those women, they, how they live their lives with compassion, with, the not expecting anything in return, doing, that is their nurturing. So any one of these, people I would love to meet. Why
Yes.
not? But I
Thank you.
want to meet mostly Indians. I'm not very, I don't know many of the great people from Western country and all. We have got our own heroes and heroines. Lots and lots of them are there, unsung, like you say. So I would love to go back into history and spend some time with them. Maybe, like I ask a question, if there's a bench on the park and you want to sit on it, who do you want to share that bench with? So college students always say mother, father. But some of them come up with, A.R. Rahman, if there's a music, they're into music, or they say Abdul Kalam, things like that. So I asked the children also, my college students, I asked them this question. So likewise, there are a lot of interesting personalities in our country. I would love to meet them given an opportunity. But then it means different times in the past, they all don't exist in the same time zone, right?
Yes.
Abdul Kalam and Rani Lakshmibai are two different zones.
Yes, dear.
Hmm.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, we'd like to know your thoughts about constructive criticism.
Someone told me don't take criticism as criticism that has a negative connotation. So then you feel bad. Just look at it as feedback. It made a lot of sense to me. It's a feedback given by somebody. If you take it as criticism, then you start feeling bad because they're negative. So it's a feedback somebody is giving. If it is someone who is very close to you and very important to you in life, and there is some substance in what that person is saying, you accept that feedback. Otherwise, you ask the person how he or she came to that conclusion. Maybe I said something, maybe I did something which they misunderstood. It's a possibility. So you probe. Some of the feedback, I tell my students, maybe you need to take half and leave the rest. There are some times like that, like somebody walks into a conference is on, and this person walks in and sits down. And her classmate has reserved a seat for her. So she slides into that seat, and this classmate, why are you always late? That's actually criticism. Always late, which means, so what you can probably say is today I'm late. So you are accepting the late, but not always. So that's called clouding. So criticism per se is definitely given by people who want to show their power or who want to put some people down, who want to hurt somebody. Instead, give feedback, genuine feedback. Constructive criticism, I don't think such a term is there. Give genuine feedback. What's so constructive? What a criticism when you're putting hurt that person, right? Give a feedback if you think it's needed. Otherwise, they say, yeah, you did great, right? Everybody wants to do great, right? What's the point in pulling that person down and saying, nah, you could have put a comma there, you could have put a semicolon here. They will also learn from life. And there are enough other people to keep pulling them down. So you be a source of inspiration. You did good. Next. So what next? Where are you going next? Push them up. And
Yes.
they will learn. I mean, that's my take.
Yes, dear. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your time. Dear ma'am, we've come to an end to the main round of the interview. We have a small segment called as the rapid fire round,
Oh,
which will
no.
take another 10 minutes, please.
Time is okay. Rapid fire.
Yes, small
Okay.
round. It's like only you have to be very selective here. You should answer
Okay.
either in 1 or 2 words or maximum 1 sentence.
Okay.
A brief session.
Okay.
We go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. My dear friends, we are sharing the space today with Miss Rajani Nandakumar, a counseling psychologist and a person who has a lot of experience and wisdom. And she's been sharing her space today with us, and she's yet here with us. Let's get to know about her likes and dislikes. Join us, dear friends. Dear ma'am, among all the 7 days, which is your favorite one?
Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday. I love
Maybe
Wednesday.
know your birthday?
March 4th. It was a Wednesday.
Yes.
In that year, huh? I'm not telling you the year.
Yes, yes. That I'm not asking.
Chalega, 1957, 59. I was born in 1959.
How sweet of you.
Ah, chalega.
Yes,
Be
dear.
busy. That's all.
Ungaloda, I mean, is it tea or coffee?
Coffee right now because my husband makes it and gives in the morning, right? But when I go to Kerala, when I'm with my Kerala relatives, I take tea.
Yes, dear.
It's not like I'm fixated on one. What is available at that time? I'm very flexible. I told you I'm very lazy. So what is available? Fine.
Yes, dear. Is it texting or calling? Where you find your comfort? Texting or calling?
Texting or calling? Calling. Texting, no, you can be misunderstood and it can lead to all kinds of best is to you want to clarify something, just pick a phone and call. Best way to do it. And you have these lot of birthdays in the group when somebody puts on a birthday and then all of us remember put on birthdays, no? I do write just happy birthday, but I call that person and I wish that person for wedding anniversary, birthday. I make it a point to call and connect because that's nice. And even professionally or otherwise, if I find something that, too much of texting the other day, I just sent a message to one of my colleagues. She replied, I replied, she replied, immediately I called her because I realized that she's free at that time because she's texting. She's available. So I called her. I said, let us not do this typing business. Let's talk. She started laughing. Yes, ma'am, that is better, she said. So I prefer calling to texting.
Yes.
And this autocorrect, something all goes here. If you're not very careful, no, the spelling goes wrong, the message goes wrong.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, the insect that you don't like.
Spiders.
Spider.
There are too many legs, I feel, no? Of course, even centipede, millipede, but you hardly come across them. Whereas every house, there are spiders. And especially those daddy long legs, they are tiny body, but the legs are so long. They stretch them a lot and they'll be dancing like that. No, I find that so eerie.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, do you forgive others easily? Yes or no?
Yes. But like I say, if I dig in my heel, no, and that's it.
I love that, huh? When you say they dig in my heel, huh? Then they have it from me. Yes, dear.
No, but there also I forgive, but I don't forget. Because I need to move on. So I just forgive. Somebody did that. Okay. But forgiving, yes, it comes quite naturally to me. It's okay.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
Around 8, I would say. Between 8 and 9. I'm not a full 10, like I said. 8 and 9. Between 8 and 9.
Are you a beach person or a forest person?
I'm more a forest person. I love trees. I love to know what is in those trees. Very curious to know. Of course, forest, if there are any animals, I'm going to be really scared. Rather than that, I love walking through those, trees are there and the pathways got some leaves on it and there is this sunlight is playing, hide and seek, those kind of things, and having some brook silently flowing around. I love those places. I love.
Yes, dear. Is it song or dance?
Song or dance? Huh? Dance. Any day.
Walking?
With
Yes.
my creaking bones and joints, I love to dance.
How sweet of you. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, is it walking, a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler? Where you find comfort?
Walking.
Yeah.
Two-wheeler, I very rarely go because I'm scared. The way the two-wheeler fellows ride, I'm scared of that. And I don't know how to sit on a two-wheeler comfortably. I'm so tense when I'm on a two-wheeler. Four-wheeler is fine. It's okay, but I prefer walking. I think walking is the best thing.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Dear ma'am, on a table, there's a lovely book of your choice and a great music system as well besides. You have to select any one. What would you select?
Book. Any day. Book.
Are you a great thinker or a doer?
Thinker. Because I told you I'm lazy. So doer comes a little slow. Thinker comes fast.
Experiential learning or theoretical learning?
Experiential learning, hands-on. Unless I have structure, unless I can see for myself. If I see a diagram of a house, bedroom here, kitchen there, and all, I just cannot figure it out till I go to that building and then I see, oh, this is what was shown in that 3D diagram, 4D. I can never make out. I need experience. I need that structure. I need to see actually what it is before I even understand it and find my way around it.
Yes, dear.
Mm.
Dear ma'am, is it an apple or a samosa? What would you select?
Samosa. Because I love spice. Apple is sweet. I love spice.
Yes, dear. I
That's
love the way
another
you
place
say
where we don't match. My husband loves sweets and I love spice.
yes. That's really nice. So you're on the spicier side, right? Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, are you an early bird or a night owl?
Night owl. Early bird, little tough for me. He's an early bird. So that's again, I tell him, it's a place where you don't match. Night, I can stay awake right up to the morning, next morning, work the next morning, no problem for me. But if I have to wake up early, unless it's a very, very important appointment or something, there's a function or something like that, I would prefer sleeping in. Sunday is my day off. Kitchen is also closed on Sundays. I wake up quite late. I make it a point that there's bread because then there is breakfast for us. And that's it. I'm not an early bird at all. Even if I miss all the worms, doesn't matter.
How sweet of you. Even if I miss all the worms.
Yeah,
You're
bird,
very humorous,
early
dear.
bird
Really.
catches all the worms, and it doesn't matter. I'll go hungry, but I am not an early bird.
Yes, dear, because I am also not an early bird and I'm late. As you said, I can be awake till 4 o'clock in the morning and then drop down to sleep.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
dear.
what I used to do during my exam times. I would start studying only at 7 p.m. and go on till how much ever portions are there. Maybe I'll go until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But then I'll wake up in the morning. If the exam is in the morning, I'll wake up, I go for exam, I finish the exam, come home, have khana and crash. But that was a cycle only for exam time. Otherwise, if I get a book to read, if I have to hide and read under the bedsheet and all, I'll read till there are times when I have read till early morning milkman has come because I wanted to finish that book. If I get a fiction book in my hand, I forget to eat, I forget to bathe, I forget to sleep. I don't like being disturbed. If somebody calls me something, I put it on silent and throw the phone. Reading is reading. I love that. So this is what.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, is it home cooked food or food ordered from out? Where do you feel like you'd like to have food?
If I order, it will be non-veg. So I like non-veg. Home cooked meal is veg.
Yes.
I cannot choose between the two. Majorly, it is home cooked at home, and once in a while, it's on order. I get that urge, to eat some non-veg. He's a vegetarian, so then I order out spicy food, non-veg food. Yes, but I don't enjoy it on an everyday basis. Once in a while, I love it.
Yes. Life is all about money or happiness?
Happiness. Without money, also you can be happy. It's a
Yes.
state of mind, no? You can be happy in a hut, you can be happy in a mansion, or you can be miserable in a mansion, you can be miserable in a hut also. Have you seen those construction workers, children? They're so happy
Yes.
sitting around in the dust and dirt and all. You tell them about money, they will not know. No concept. Any child for that matter. Why only those children? Money is not a concept for them. They can be happy for no reason. Without reason, children are happy.
Yes.
That we need to learn from them. We had it. Because we were also children. We had that ability. It's all gone.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, where do you see yourself? As an introvert, as an extrovert, or ambivert?
I am more leaning towards introvert because I like my time, my space, my privacy. When needed, I can be an extrovert. Like when I take, when I do group sessions or when I go to colleges or when I do workshops in corporates and all, I'll be moving all over the place, cracking jokes, giving them exercise and activities and all. That is extrovert kind of thing. But once that is done, I need to get back to my place. So I'm more of an introvert. I can't say I am totally an introvert. Nobody is totally one. There'll be, percentage. So percentage wise, I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert. I prefer Me, myself, my company, I'm okay.
Yes, dear. I like that explanation because I too fit somewhere in that, the way you explained that.
Mm.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, when you're all alone in your room and nobody's around you, no gadget as well, no book as well, no music system, you and your thoughts, where do your thoughts take you? Into the past, connected to the present, or, dreaming something about the future or planning for the future?
None of this, I start going into fantasy.
Oh, great.
I build a fantasy world. Anything. It can just trigger something and then go from there, from there, from there. Maybe it is some kind of a wish from inside. That's what the people normally say. If I were to be psychoanalyzed, that's what that analyst would say, that there is something in you which wants that. But I would love to fantasize about, some kind of a life somewhere where everything is nice and you have sunny beaches and the weather is very nice, and or achieving something, some dream was there, so you have achieved it, which means it could be the future, but it may not be the dream you have now, but something. So I do not actually think much of the past because it's done. I can't do anything there. Future, I'm not sure. Up to maybe 2 years down the line, maybe I can plan or think, okay, now I'm like this in this position. Maybe I can work towards something. Present, though, again, it's a unknowable. Anything can happen next second. So if I'm given a space where there's nothing to distract me at all, I would be building fantasy stories like fiction stories, and I would be the center there.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, is it socializing or me time? What would you prioritize?
Me time, anytime.
உங்களுக்கு சமையல் வருமா?
கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் வரும்.
கொஞ்சம் வரும்.
I have some standard dishes which I do well and I do them often. And my husband is not that finicky a person, so he's happy as long as it's not spicy. So whatever I make, as long as I ensure it's not spicy, no masala gisala, he likes that coconut put on it and raika tadka. That's all he wants. So when he's given that, he's very happy. Curd rice with him, he's very happy. So I know a few dishes which I make, right? Trying out new dishes once in a while, I do try out, but I'm not, I can't be bothered with going through the hassle of, finding all those ingredients and correctly. I never measure, half a spoon here and, that those katoris and stuff. It's all what I think, what I see. Kannal wise, जो दिखता है वो करते हैं ऐसा. I know, my sisters, my friends, they all go to the YouTube and find out and new dishes they do. But I'm not, I told you I'm lazy. So it has to be done, it will be done. If you can eat it. That's it. Don't expect more from me. One dal dish, one dry dish, rice.
Yes.
That would be lunch and dinner.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, ma'am. Dear ma'am.
I told you I'm not a very interesting person.
Oh, you are. I mean, that's how the conversation is going past 1.5 hours. You are interesting. Yes. You are giving your very best. And I mean, to converse with you is really getting to know more about your thoughts, how we could transform our thoughts, how we could be more accepting, what we should tolerate, what we shouldn't tolerate. Yes, dear. A lot of. Dear ma'am, the name of your favorite teacher or sir when you were in school?
There was a Jacob madam. There was a Thomas madam in school. Okay. And in college, I don't remember most of their names because I was doing a undergraduation course that which I didn't want.
In school.
That's why you want in school. In school, we had some pretty good teachers. I remember up to 5th standard, those names. Later on school, I joined a so-called convent-like school, run by a family, Christian family. So there, the principal was the founder, her husband was a correspondent, her daughter was a teacher, that kind of an atmosphere. And we used to have one subject teacher who would change. 3 months one teacher, 3 months another teacher. So something to do with their payment and also. So I I can't really say that, this one hung on, so I really attached to that one. So school was not so great, and college, I took economics, which I had no clue what that subject was all about. That's the admission I got. I got, I found my way through it and I scored. All that is fine, but my heart nahi tha usme. Intelligence was there, so I got through it. And surprisingly, I did MA also in it. Great. But I didn't find myself liking that subject, or I need to do research in this. This is all till I hit psychology.
Yes. You were made for this field, we were made for this.
Yes.
Yes. So the calling came a little late, but yes, nevertheless, it came. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, a beautiful day, you should be very, careful now. In only one word, you should try to explain a beautiful day, or you should be able to share your thought. A beautiful or perfect day according to you, ओरे वर word. एक ही शब्द में.
ओरे वर word.
What is word in Tamil? Varte? What is it? Word in Tamil?
Varte.
Varte.
One word. One sentence I can understand.
One word.
One word. Be restful.
That's two.
Restful.
Restful. Restful. Okay, dear. Restful is relax. Relax. Restful.
Relax means it would be like having a book, having spicy non-veg dish, all that comes with that. So that's why I'm using the word restful, relaxed.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, when you help others, do you expect anything in return? Maybe a smile, a look of satisfaction on their face.
I just want them to feel that someone saw them, they connected with them. If they get that feel, whether I give, whatever I give, that's immaterial. That there is this person who saw me, like you say in transactional analysis, that, that stroke. When you wish somebody good morning, like, person sweeping the road, or in an office you enter, somebody opens a door for you, you just wish them good morning. It gives them the feeling that I am seen. I'm not a, faceless entity. I'm a human being, I'm seen. So that stroke. What was your question? How would you?
No, do you expect anything in return when you help
Just
others?
that I would like to give that stroke to whoever I see. For me, all are human. I'm not some saint or something, but I talk to Garwan, everybody. The other day, just like that, when security saluted me. So I just said good morning, and he's wearing black, So I asked him, you are going to Malay, Chabri Malay? He said, yes, ma'am. When I asked him, he told me a date. I said, okay, fine. And I went in. He's a security guard. It's his job to open the doors for me, that is what he's paid for. But he's doing that job. He's doing a job, right? It is his position, his life, environment, whatever. So I like to connect with people. When lady security is there, as soon as I enter, I wish her. She also wishes me. Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Whatever it is. It makes they felt seen more than you're talking to your HR head and your colleague and all. They're already seen. It's these people, who you need to connect with.
Support staff.
Support staff. Yes.
Dear ma'am, do you love to stay in the city, village, or town?
City.
Your favorite mode of transport?
Yeah, anything. My pair of legs. It's also a transport for me.
If I would put it like this, roadways, railways, waterways, or airways?
Okay, that way. Railway. I get the time to talk to people, see people, right?
Yes.
I like to observe people.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in a queue or I'm sitting somewhere, standing like, temple queue you stand, no? I'm not frustrated that I'm having to wait so long. For me, my job is to enter that queue. Whether I get darshan or not is left to the Lord. And kitna bhi time. So then I use the time to look around, make faces at some kids, or admire somebody's dress, and things like that. So it's enough to keep me engrossed.
Yes. Your favorite season, ma'am?
Spring. Yellow.
Yellow. Yes. Dear ma'am,
No,
if it was cakes, chocolates, ice creams on the table and you were supposed to select any one, what would you select?
I'm not fond of all three. उधर chicken bone रखो, anda fry रखो. I will tell you what I would want. These desserts and all don't excite me. I'm not a sweet person.
Sweet tooth.
Sweet.
Yes, you don't have a. And a lucky one you are, right? You're a lucky one in that way.
But my size doesn't say so. You know, I'm 70 kg.
Yes. Dear ma'am, do you love to receive gifts or give gifts?
I love to give.
Yes.
I can't afford expensive stuff. Like, for every year for Christmas, I pick up 4 or 5 gifts for my grandson because he loves to open. And they need not be expensive. I keep telling my husband, it's not the price, it's the fact that he got so many gifts. It may be childhood, when he was very young, it used to be different types of rubbers, the erasers. It gives a lot of pleasure to see them enjoying. And if it's a meaningful gift, that makes it all the more, makes me feel good all the more.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, till today, the best gift that you received till date.
Best gift I received. Every time my grandson hugs me, every time my daughter calls up and says, "Good morning," when she says, yes. Every time my husband knows that I need coffee and he brings it. And he knows exact temperature and all. That those are all things that they know it matters to me, so they do it. They take the trouble of doing it. So those I consider as precious. I'm not interested in diamonds. I don't have diamond jewelry. I'm not interested. I like these pearls. Small things, but so I tell them, you don't have a very high maintenance wife. You should be very happy.
Yes, dear. And the pearls are looking cute on you. You're looking very sweet and gorgeous.
I love these earrings. I came across them at Estelle's and pounced kind of on it. My husband is asking me, "Kya hai isme?" I said, "This talks to me." So I'm taking it.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, before we end our session for today, we would love you to give us a gift now. And not one gift, we need 3 gifts from you. Are you ready to give us 3 gifts?
I'm ready to give if it's in my capacity to give.
Yes, it will be, ma'am. We require 3 powerful words from you, or magical words, you could call them, apart from please, sorry, and thank you. We would love you to share 3 magical words where we could focus our thoughts and views and try to transform our lives. It could be love, compassion, courage, etc. Choice is yours.
Compassion comes first, right? Forgive yourself. That's very important. Compassion, forgive yourself. And look beyond that person's current behavior. Something is, why is this person behaving like this? Maybe the person upbringing is not, don't go that. There must be something behind, because nobody wants to put up a bad front. Everybody wants to put up a good front. So something is, the person is not fully positive, not there. Don't judge, look behind. What is bothering the person? If I can help that person or not, at least don't judge. So compassion comes first, right? Second comes forgiving yourself. First, you forgive yourself, then only you have the capacity to forgive others. And look beyond a person's behavior. Don't judge, meaning that don't judge.
Yes, dear. So compassion, forgiving, and being non-judgmental. Go beyond, look beyond that particular person's behavior. Dear ma'am, we had a wonderful time with you, and I wouldn't want to leave you, but I have to let you go now. And I would love that you would come back again to the International Fabtalks to share much more. You are a gem among the 9 gems, I should say. You have a lot of experience in the right place. And this is what we should be talking openly on platforms like these, like the International Fabtalks. Earlier, such topics were taboo, but now we have to discuss and give importance to mental health, premarital counseling, counseling in general, etc. Rumba Nandri ma'am, bahut shukriya.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. Like you said, no time has just gone. And yes, I was able to say a few things if they are of, if they can reach out to people, because I genuinely want people to take something from whatever has talk that has occurred today. That would make you, even if one person benefits from today's
Yes,
talk, I would
very
be
true.
very happy about it. And actually, initially I had reservations, taking on this call. Remember, I asked you who you are.
Yes.
But now I am happy I accepted your invitation and came here. So thank you so much. And in spite of your ill health, you're going off, no, now and then. We could have even postponed this, but then I like your commitment. You want to do it, you're doing it. That's the thing. So that also speaks a lot about you, huh? About
Thank you.
your commitment to the project and the fact that you are bringing in so many interesting people to share bits about their life, which can be a source of some kind of help for somebody out there. So the more this is shared, this is better. And the more people, I hope more and more people do accept your invitation and come for such talks. I really enjoyed myself. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and God bless. Take care. Remember, 15% selfish. So first your health, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am. Thank you for the lovely last message that you've given. It means a lot. Thank you very much and stay blessed. Looking forward to many more interactions with you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. My dear friends, with this we come to an end to the International Fab Talks. Thank you for being with us, dear friends. Continue this beautiful journey of inspiring others and getting inspired as well. Many thanks to our special celebrity. She is Rajani Nandakumar. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.